Good morning, fourth grade scholars. Today we are going to finish our discussion of the text My Librarian is a Camel and find some cause and effect relationships. First, let's look at the photographs of page 88. One of our target skills this lesson was interpreting visuals, meaning using photographs, flags, diagrams, and other visuals to add to our understanding of the text. On page 88, there are two photographs of children reading books. Some of the children in one of the photographs are on the donkey and others are in the cart the donkey is pulling. The caption tells me as the reader that some Peruvian readers receive their books by donkey cart. So by looking at this visual, by looking at these two photographs, I can see that every child and the adults that are with them are reading books and that there was a donkey with his cart that brought the books to them. I'm going to reread page 89. As I read, use the visualize strategy to picture in your mind what is being described by the author. How does this add to your understanding of the way books are collected in Peru? In small rural communities, books are delivered in wooden suitcases and plastic bags. These suitcases and bags contain books that the community can keep and share for the next 3 months. The number of books in each suitcase depends on the size of the community. There are no library buildings in these small towns, and people gather outside in the plaza to see the books they can check out. In the coastal regions, books are sometimes delivered by donkey cart. The books are stored in the reading promoter's house. So I just read a paragraph, a part of this page, describing how books are brought to this town. As I was reading, I thought about what does it mean, or what would it look like to have plastic bags and suitcases full of books? How would the children react when they first saw it? They'd be super excited. They went to gather to see what books they were brought. There was a donkey cart on the previous page. I saw what that looked like. So I'm able to use all of these visualization strategies to help me better understand what I'm reading. Now that we have a deeper understanding of the text, let's look at some cause and effects relationships. When one event causes another to happen, this is a cause and effect relationship. The cause is the reason or why something happens. The effect is a result or what happens. My Librarian is a Camel tells about 6 remote places in the world and how the children who live there get books to read. Each of the 6 sections describes different cause and effect relationships. Look at the section titled Canada on pages 80 and 81. Why was the Borrower by Mail program started? Complete the cause and effect graphic organizer below. So what we know so far and what we learned from the text is that a result of something was that the Borrower by Mail program was started. We had to think back and think, why? What was the reason why they needed to have the Borrower by Mail program? And the reason why is because in some of the villages that they talked about, some of the remote villages in the Northwest Territories of Canada, they didn't have library buildings where they could get books. They didn't even have internet access to read books online. So as a result of that, the community leaders started the Borrower by Mail program. Now in the second example, we know what the cause is, we know what the why is, we know the reason, and we need to think what could be a possible effect of that. What are details in the story tell us what happened as a result of the library in one of the communities not having a book that a person is looking for. So as a result of the library not having what they look for, the librarians will borrow the book from another library and mail it to the person. They even include an envelope and stamp so it can be mailed back for free. Each of these details I was able to find in the text, and it built on my understanding of how remote villages, how remote areas are able to share books, how they get books to their communities, and how hard they work, and the thinking that goes into making sure that all children and adults have access to books that they need. We did a really great job today, thinking back through some of the reading that we did and looking at cause and effect relationships. I will see you tomorrow.